I'm TV6 meteorologist Eric DeBroca, and this is your weather on demand. Well, there's some local storm reports from the last 24 hours or so, and of course the rain continues to fall even tonight. So we're compiling these numbers. That's why I put a plus sign for everyone. But Ironwood picked up over 1.5 inches of rain, and looks like the southwest UP got hit the hardest. Bessemer about 1.25 inches out that way. Wakefield over 1 inch total as well, and Marquette over 3/4 of an inch, 0.8 of an inch there, and still adding these up as the rain continues to fall, and it will do so through the course of the night. And it's not just the rain we're talking about, it's the high winds over 40 miles per hour out in Hancock, and several of them over 30 miles per hour across the UP as well. And again, so it's like a triple whammy here. You can talk about the rain, the wind, and of course the cold temperatures as well. Here was our high on Monday, 34 degrees. That's almost 20 degrees below where we should be this time of year, which is 53. Now our lows are right in line. Temperatures really haven't moved since, Saturday evening or so. A couple degrees, but nothing to speak of. The record almost 90, set back in the year 1990. Sunset now is getting close to the hour of 9 o'clock. Well, this is not record-breaking territory, but it still is pretty rare. For the date, April 25th, we were nearly 20 degrees below average for the high temperatures anyways. And digging back here through the weather records, we have 142 of them to go back to. 1875, only 5 other days we have a colder high temperature reading below 34. And the last one was 2002, so 14 years ago. And this also is the wettest April 25th since 1996, rather, 20 years ago, and that was over 1 inch of rainfall at the National Weather Service. We're still talking about heavy rainfall coming down across much of, if not all of, upper Michigan, and even expanding back into the arrowhead of Minnesota. And yes, that is snow. We'll see some of that, mainly in the highest elevations. Not going to be a huge deal, though. What is going to be a huge deal is where these yellow boxes are. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for Milwaukee and Chicago, and of course into the day Tuesday and Wednesday. And here's why. A pretty dynamic and prolific weather system is really setting up, and all the factors are coming together to create what could be a very dangerous and deadly tornado outbreak across the plains here. And the culprit is the heat. 85 degrees nearly in St. Louis, 80 in Chicago, and you go just a bit farther north, those clashing of the air masses, a lot of the moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of high winds, and yeah, that's not good for them out that way. For us, though, we're going to talk about decreasing rain and diminishing rain showers through the rest of your Monday night into Tuesday morning. We'll still have some clouds left over early in the day, mainly across the south, but high pressure will slowly build in from the north and clear us out coming early to mid-afternoon. And that will be nice to see the sun once again. We'll be needing some much-needed clearing and drying action going on. We'll get exactly that. Really, for the next week, we're not going to see any significant rain. It's pretty much going to stay locked up here into Iowa and southern Wisconsin. But this is the next weather system that will be affecting the Great Plains there, producing all those headaches, tornadoes, severe thunderstorms, and of course even large hail as well. For us, we're talking about Tuesday being near 50 degrees in Manistee, near 50 as well in Escanaba, low 50s in Iron Mountain, and right at 50 in Ironwood. Meanwhile, much colder along Lake Superior shoreline as the winds will blow off Lake Superior, so only 44 in places like Munising and even Marquette, mid-40s across Houghton. Wednesday, the winds still continue to blow from the north, so while it's not going to be as windy as it was on Tuesday, 50 in Escanaba and low 50 south, and again, mid-40s north. Just cannot break this pattern. Looking at the additional rainfall we're going to pick up, we've already seen the bulk of the rain, so this is just going to be some pocket change here. An additional ½ an inch, though, still pretty significant, mainly for the southern parts of the UP, but also look up here in Copper Country, almost 3/4 of an inch near Houghton. And speaking of the rain changing over to snow, well, we won't be seeing much at all, but still mainly in the highest elevations here across the northwest UP and also way in the far east, which is out of our viewing area, but still we're going to see it just a little bit mainly on the grassy surfaces. So tonight we'll see temperatures in the low 30s only, and tomorrow rise to near 50, mainly across the south, and then low 40s in the north. The rest of your TV 6-day forecast looks like this. Chilly right on through the 6-day period and actually well below average. But I see a good drying trend pretty much all through the week through Sunday. We'll have some pretty cold nights as well with the clear skies as we could reach the upper 20s some nights.